Hello Schedule 1 players, and welcome to another video. Today we are taking a look at the new update we just released today. And well, the first thing we have is the pawn shop is now operational. And I know people have been waiting a long time for this, because I've had many times, people ask me, can you sell your own furniture and stuff? Well, now you can. So let's check this out. So it's got some, cool decorations in here. And it looks very awesome. You got your ATM, you got your Cuke machine, basketball hoop in the middle of a room, which is always fun. But here's how you do this. So you talk to Mick and you say, I'd like to sell something. And then you're gonna put the product which you would like to sell. For example, a mixing station or a bed. And you can see it shows you the, approximate price you can expect to get. So you can either, sell your furniture for, slightly less than you got it for, or if you're lucky, you can sell it for the exact same price. So you can, you can, I guess put a couple of items in, or even more, and then you can see like the total amount of money you can expect. And then when you press start, it's gonna start a little mini game. So here you go. He's making an offer, and then you can, just add some cash there. Let's do 2.5k, and we can counter his offer. Yeah, so he's not happy with that, and we can, maybe then make it lower. And the thing is, when his temper reaches like the max, he won't want to deal you for that time, so you'll actually have to, wait a day or something and then come back. So you kind of want to, do this carefully. So let's counter him with another extra 100 grand. Well, looks like he's a bit mad at me. Is he gonna hit me? Yeah, look at that. It's not that he just doesn't want to deal with you. If his temper is too much, he actually wants to beat you up. So I guess in that case, you're gonna have to want to run away from him. But yeah, guys, it's a very cool addition. You can now try to sell the items you have. Well, this is, excluding the items like your, grass or your Coke and stuff. This is like for stuff you wouldn't normally be able to sell. So you can experiment with the pawn shop a bit and see if you like it. But I think it's a very cool thing. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so next up we have the new store, which is called Blue Balls. That's a funny name. Blue Balls Boutique. And this is where you can buy art, jewelry, and antiques. So basically we have like a shop where you can buy a bunch of new furniture and decorations. So how about we buy a bunch of stuff and we'll kind of try it out. So let's do a wall-mounted shelf, a couple of those, maybe a safe, antique wall lantern. Let's do a modern wall lantern. You can now buy, alcoholic drinks and stuff. The stuff won't fit in my inventory. Well, let me delete these real quick, and then we'll buy as many items as we can and we'll check it out. But yeah, for example, you can buy gold chain. Let's remove some of these and let's look at the wearables. You can buy a gold, silver chain watch, which is very cool. Then you can, equip them on your character. As you can see, it's got a gold chain now. I guess you can't really see the watch, can you? I guess you need something with shorter sleeves to see a watch, but still a very cool thing. And let's buy a bunch of, decorations. And we'll just, kind of go to one of our bases and take a look what we look like. So let's just take a bunch of stuff here. And again, it won't fit into my inventory. Well, we'll have to make 2 trips. So yeah, let's see how this looks. Alright guys, we're at the docks warehouse. Why are my employees not working? Have they not been paid? Oh, I think I didn't say when I set them up, so that's why they're not working. But yeah, okay, let's see. So you have shelves and you can, free place them. And then they of course have storage, and you can place stuff on them. And it will show up. So it's a cool addition for decoration. We have the grandfather clock. It's very nice. I'm wondering, do these lights, need some sort of electricity? Oh no, it looks like you can just turn them on. Yeah, that's great. That is awesome. Let's see the modern lamps here somewhere. It's probably, kind of ulterior lamps. But yeah, that is awesome. We also got a safe, you know, for your roleplay reasons. You can have a safe placed down somewhere where you have room. Not much room here. And of course you can add stuff into it. We also have signs, and you can write what you want on it. That is awesome. Let's check out some of the other stuff. Okay guys, we're back and I bought some more stuff from a boutique. So we also have a gold bar, which I'm not sure what you can do with this. You probably maybe place it on a table or something, because it probably doesn't fit on the shelf or something. You most likely need a table for this one. But yeah, we also have some more alcohol. Oh wait, you can actually probably place it. Yeah, you can place it on the shelf. I just used the wrong button. Now what I'm wondering, can you consume alcohol? It doesn't look like you can. I would assume you will be able to in the future though. And we also have various paintings. So let's place a few down here. So yeah, I am sure that we're gonna add even more decoration items in the future. But you know, if you want to make your setup look nice and good, it's you know, a bunch of fun stuff you can have. So I'm definitely happy about this update, and you know, I appreciate Tyler for, you know, because he made a lot of money of course from his game, and I appreciate him for not, you know, kind of just abandoning it now and keeping on working at it. So that is great stuff. Now let me quickly check if there are any more stuff that was added, and I will get back to you in a second here. So no, it looks like for the, you know, kind of main game additions, this is it. He did include a bunch of bug fixes and that kind of stuff, but you know, we're not gonna go into depth about those. But bug fixes are of course always very nice. Now another quick thing I should mention is the game will not automatically update to this update because it's in beta, so you will have to, you know, on Steam go to properties, select betas, and then basically select, you know, the installation to be the beta version. If you look at the changelogs on, you know, the Steam page of this game, he does have like a quick guide on how to do this. So guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video. I am excited to play around and, you know, make some nice looking setups with this new stuff, and I will definitely see you in the next one.